Good morning and welcome to the Daily Deeper. Today I want to talk about joy. Yesterday we talked about love as the highest Christian virtue, and it is nothing without joy. Joy is the strength of love. Someone who loves and doesn't have joy is always giving and never receiving. They're always emptying their cup for others, but never having their cup filled. The result is that they will burn out, they will get depressed, they will feel compassion fatigue, emotional fatigue, and it won't be a good thing for their life. You have to have joy to strengthen your love. Now, what is joy? Dallas Willard defines joy this way: joy is not pleasure, a mere sensation, but joy is a pervasive and constant sense of well-being. Hope in the goodness of God is joy's indispensable support. Hope in the goodness of God is joy's indispensable support. Jesus taught in John 15:10 that the result of abiding in Jesus' love was that my joy may be in you and that your joy may be full. Our joy is full when there is no room for any more. Jesus wants our joy to be full, that you would have this constant and pervasive sense of well-being because of God's goodness. Jesus demonstrated joy even when all the evidence pointed to the fact that he was being murdered, he was being tortured, he was being ridiculed and mocked and betrayed and abandoned. Life looked horrible, but Jesus demonstrated his sense of well-being when he said, "Into your hands I commit my spirit, Father." And he also said, he quoted a psalm while he was on the cross. Psalm 22, he said, my God, why have you forsaken me?" And many of us read that and we just think, oh, Jesus was so depressed because God had forsaken him. But what Jesus was doing was he was citing the whole psalm. And if you take a look at that psalm, it shows that Jesus actually had a prevailing sense of well-being even while dying on the cross. Let me read the psalm to you, just the last bit of the psalm, because it develops this idea of hardship and suffering in life, but it ends on the note that Jesus was getting at. And you'll be able to tell because his last words on the cross are the last words in this psalm. This is what the end of Psalm 22 says. Hear this. This is so cool. You're the reason for my praise. It comes from you and goes to you. I will keep my promise to praise. I will invite the poor and broken, and they will come and eat until satisfied. Bring Yahweh praise, and you will find him. Your hearts will overflow with life forever. From the four corners of the earth, the people of the world will remember and return to the Lord. Every nation will come and worship him, for the Lord is King of all, who takes charge of all the nations. There they are, they're worshiping. The wealthy of this world will feast in fellowship with him, right alongside the humble of heart, bowing down to the dust, forsaking their own souls. They will all come and worship this worthy King. His spiritual seed shall serve him. Future generations will hear from us about the wonders of the sovereign Lord. His generation, yet to be born, will glorify him, and they will all declare, "It is finished." You see, when Jesus said, my God, why have you forsaken me?" what he was saying was, it looks like life is going bad for me, but this is turning out for incredible victory. It is well with my soul. In order for your joy to grow, your mental and emotional state have to be rooted and established in the goodness of God. There's no exception to this. You have to have before your mind the goodness of God and have his goodness fill your past, your present, and your future. Look to your past and see how God has been good to you. Remember the things he's done for you, the good things that have come to you from the past, the answers to prayer, the miracles, the incredible things that God has done for you. Look at your present and see how God has been good to you right now. How is he being good to you? Think about that. What things do you have right now that you can be thankful for? And then think about your future. What is coming toward you in your future that are good, the good things that are coming for you, that God will provide for you. And dwell upon the goodness of God. And you will discover that joy truly is your strength. Now, with so much evil in this world and suffering in this world, joy will not last long without peace. You have to have peace, and I'm going to talk about peace tomorrow. Joy is directed by love and sustained by peace. If it were an automobile, joy would be the gasoline. It's the power in the tank. Love would be the steering wheel, where you're supposed to go with the power of the gasoline. And peace is like the engine oil. It keeps the engine running without burning out. So I hope you have a blessed day. Think about the goodness of God. It is what establishes joy in our life. It's one of the most important things that we can do every day is to think about the goodness of God. So think about it even now. Take time to hear about the joy of God, to dwell upon it, to meditate on it, and you will find that joy will rise in your heart. Have a great day. Bye.